Alright there, it's your old mate Yorker here. Once again, taking you back to Konyi, or Crusader Kings 3, with our new queen, Queen Torma of Konyi. Torma, what's the last name? It doesn't say. She hasn't got a husband yet, which I should probably find her someone. So let's see about doing that. We're going to be doing matrilineal, want heritable traits. Don't really want beautiful. Also really would like to have them of the same phase. Let's see about... Don't think I need to worry about Lion's Power right now. Some of skills. Ooh, that's a nice one. Genius. Sung Burr. And he's got some nice stats to go along with it. Yeah, you'll do. That's fine. Let's hold court. And bring the first petitioner. As soon as he heard oh, it's another one of these End's Night people, is it? The signs are clear and everywhere. The people of Chiefdom of Garkung know it well, all too well. Crops failing, grasshoppers invading the fields, never ending cold, floods and plague walking among us. What is she like? She's just deceitful and chaste. Skilled tactician. A hoarder. The military stats she's got at the moment do indicate that she works with dread. And you know what? We're not, my queen. I agree with you. Burn this heretic. Get rid of her. Old court, dust to dust. A thin, raggedy peasant stands before me, gawking at the opulence of my throne room. Obviously distracted, I call him to get his attention. I'm sorry, my lord. My village in Kozoloma was hit by blight this year. We lost not only our crop, but our seed too. You could fund a rebuild. That would be good. I think you should do that. I think you should indeed rebuild the county. A haggard-looking peasant now stands in front of me. My lady, I beg for your help. A monster prowls in the mountains of Axay, killing cattle and farmers alike. Few have seen it, but the mangled remains of its poor victims leave no doubt. It's clearly a huge lynx, as bloodthirsty as few have ever seen. Please send your strongest hunters. A hunt, my lady. And you can probably afford to go, so fill it yourself, my lady. There you go. Now, let's see if you can indeed afford to go on a hunt. It's 140 you can't at the moment. You cannot afford to go yet, my lady. You're just going to have to hold it. Grant your rank increase to level 3. As the wedding organiser, it falls upon me to oversee the wedding preparations. An event like this is a massive undertaking, and the decisions I make now could influence my reputation, my relationship with my spouse, family, etc. Let's get to work. Thoughtful Torma, I son gladly accept your hand in marriage. Excellent. What else do we have? Could start wars, too few concubines. Worm on a string has low durability. Cannot reforge, but you can... Let it fade away, my lady. It'll be fine. You're working on swaying Texidar at the moment, that's fine. Alliance formed with High Chiefness on board, sir. And before I get to planning the ceremony, I ought to consider the impression we're aiming for. Will this be a grand display of wealth and prestige, or perhaps a humble display of restraint? The kind of reception the event receives will have much to do with my soon-to-be husband's tastes. Just meet expectations. You're not super rich, and you're trying to save for a hunt. The fair Queen Torma, I'm honoured by your request, and I would be glad to call you an ally. Good. Another alliance formed. Honoured by your request. Good. Honoured by your request. Who counts as family? Yep, in this case you'll invite the lot, my lady. To my honoured fiancée. Kadroma is a dear friend of mine, and I fear our wedding night would not be complete without her. The wedding night? Don't you mean the reception? Yeah, of course. Bring her along. Drowning in questions. Bye, Tumpa Shinra Miwachi. What a hassle this is. The servants come one after another, and the questions never end. My head is swimming. Red flowers or blue flowers, veal cutlets or fine cheeses. It's enough to make a woman mad, or drive a woman mad. Seeing my consternation, Ruyan approached me. Perhaps you could use some assistance with this, my lord. I don't think you need the assistance, My lady, you're good with lists and ledgers and things like that. Do that, you'll be fine. A family heirloom, my mother, Tsering approaches me, bearing a worn chest. Smiling sadly, she says, this wedding dress has passed down through the family for generations. I wore it myself when I was wed to your father. She pauses for a moment, weepy-eyed and lost in memory. It would bring me great happiness if you could wear it yourself at your own wedding day, says, as she takes from the chest a carefully folded garment. She unfolds it. A gasp. It's atrocious. Sorry, Mum. But yeah, you can tell her, you're not going to wear that garbage. You need to look good for your husband and for yourself and for your guests. She can go wear that instead. Notable guest has arrived, okay. The food is being cooked, the wine has been ordered. My servants are buzzing around the clock, guiding their guests to their rooms and decorating the main hall just as I asked. While this may not go down in history as most decadent wedding, I'm confident it will be up to my soon-to-be husband's expectations. The cost of it all is within what I had expected, and the treasury should be able to bear it. Now there is the matter of ceremony itself. To think, in just a few short days I will have a husband. I'm sure you have butterflies, my lady, that's good. The monster of Axay. All the preparations completed, I set out with a selector. You've got a wedding on! Alright, maybe you have a wedding on the march. That works. To face the infamous monster that is terrorizing Axay. It doesn't take long to find it. A clear trail of blood leads us straight to the creature's abode. I was already informed of what to expect, but when the massive lynx finally stands in front of me, I can't help but shiver. Face me! I hear you, my queen! Face me, you foul beast! Your yell drives it to fear, I'm sure. And you killed it! You gained 350! Good! And gained the trade hunter. My courtier Geleg has given birth to a daughter. Since the little one is part of the Tong dynasty, she should be blessed with a good name. Somber sounds like a good name. I wonder if she will be somber or mirthful. May you grow strong and wise. Right. Gained a level of devotion. Good. A creeping suspicion there is something odd about my courtier Rapton, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. Perhaps it's just my imagination running amok. Nevertheless, the ominous feeling is keeping me up at night. Go on, investigate, by Master Lecky. Lecky has uncovered irrefutable proof of Rapton's guilt. She's a non-believer. Ah, sneaky hag. I knew it. There you go. Your royal court has gone down to level 2. Oh dear. Hybrid culture formed. Fine, it's not to do with us. I've agonized over it, and the signs are clear. I am with child. It's no cause for joy, as I have no doubt it's my lover Gecko, who is a father, rather than my husband's son. Ooh. Ooh. That's messy, my lady. That's really messy. Well, my lady, the question is, can you absorb the harm that will do if it's discovered? I think, my lady, you should stay strong and confess your infidelity. Besides, you're not married yet. Beyond all doubt, the Dowden wedding may be legitimate. We'll grow up knowing who his father is, no matter what Gecko himself might want. Now, always do what's best for my child. Good woman there. Good mother. Sinful act comes at its cost, does it indeed? Oops, it seems you've got a bastard child. This can be a threat or an opportunity. Having bastard children is not all bad. They can be married away for alliances, while not being a direct threat to your succession, as they're not considered legitimate. It might even be a good idea to keep a few bastard children around so they can be legitimized should you find yourself short of non-bastard children. However, remember to keep an eye on the opinion of your spouse has of you. If you want to have bastard children, we recommend you use the seduce scheme. Okay, I understand. He doesn't like you very much right now, my lady. He's kind of upset about that. Oh well, such is life. Faction created against you, my lady. Destroy the realm. I think you're going to have to try and sway them, my lady. Let's see if you can get them in time. They're kind of weak at the moment, so that might work. Chief Pelkey's friendship. While his numerous attempts to cut in my favour have not gone unnoticed, I cannot feel but irritated by Chief Pelkey's sudden interest in me. And I cannot shake the feeling the man's intentions are not pure. But you can't, my lady, you can surely see he has a certain charm in his clumsiness, can't you? Though conceived outside the bonds of marriage, my newborn son has safely made it into the world. He is born into the house of Namra, and that is how he would be raised. Nobu Namra, there you go. He's not in line, so that's fine. So let's see about Alliance power. Just send him off with her. Alliance formed. Infiltrators. It has come to my attention that some local commoners are moving to Axay, the capital of my vassal High Chieftaincy. Locals, newly settled or not, praising me can surely do no harm. Yes, give them some gold and let them go. Fair Queen of Torma of Conye, I have been corresponding with your Chancellor, Chieftain Pelkey, and I must say that I have come to see you in a new light. Good, your silver tongue is working, Pelkey. All is fair. Many treatises have been written on the honourable conduct in war, but those authors' lives weren't on the line when they put pen to paper. I read poetry comparing the battlefield to a breathing person. This makes me wonder, can I manipulate the battlefield the same way I can a breathing person? Learn some hit and run tactics to wear your foes down. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill me. Uh-oh. You can find that out, you can imprison them. Not swayed. Ooh. Martial perk available, my lady. Inspired person can be sponsored. Wants to make a chest. It will cost you 50, but I think you can afford it, my lady, so do that. Right. Grant your rank increase to 3. Invitation to a grand wedding. Travel time 2 months. Have to leave within 2 months. How much would it cost to go? You would gain prestige. I think that's a good thing to do. First regards. A cultural ambassador. Cost 53. It's okay, you can afford to go a little bit over. You'll get that money back in no time, don't worry. My vassal Chiefess Skewer is hosting her own wedding ceremony in Cumcall, and time has come to depart. She will be entering holy matrimony with Kong Dang, and the wedding should be a nice, but like most weddings are. I look forward to relax and enjoy the celebrations. Indeed, can't wait. What is he like? He's decent martial, in fact he's... Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow down, shall we? Inspiration request for funds. My beneficiary insists that funds I have supplied are not enough. Make do with what you have. Whoa, whoa, slow down. Waiting on activity guests. Alright, that's fine. I look around myself in excitement. Everywhere I lay my eyes, there are mingling guests. Flowers on every surface. Buzzing servants with loaded dishes. And a very proud host, Chiefess Skewer, checking on the final details. The nervous but excited spouse of Chiefess Skewer and Kongang are standing at the ready. The ceremony is about to begin. I can't wait. A friendly word for the inspiration. My friend Jun stops me in the hall with a beaming smile. Ah, there you are, Toma. I've just bunked Tricard. I heard she is making a chest for you. I couldn't resist a visit to her workshop. I talked about how to meet your expectations. I think you'll like the results. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Let's hope you didn't screw things up. Chief Tiskewer has become the owner of Hourglass. Okay. Ceremony finally reached its climax. The traditional rituals have been completed and all that's left are the final vows. The formal consent, the seal of the marriage. As both Chief Tiskewer and Chieftain Gondang say, I do. The crowd starts cheering, and we all stand witness to the beginning of a new life together. How exciting. The formal part of the ceremony, the wedding, the ceremony is finally behind us. Everyone is smiling with anticipation of the gargantuan meal, excitement, entertainment, and general revelry that we're about to be offered. Enjoy it, my lady. Every feast has always one, every single feast. One long-winded, ill-born pissant, cornering people who just will not be silent. Yeah, there is, isn't there? This time it's Bundan, and he's desperately trying to get me to invest some of my ample resources as a lady queen in his purchase. Tell him to go away. Tell them to go away politely. The hall is awash with the riotous parade of acting troops, dancing musicians, and exotic charlatans, delighting guests en masse. Near my seat, both Prabhu Lukong and Kotan Shah Pankya share their opinions on the display. Now this is how I like it, cackles Lukong. A grand and magnificent affair. I just think this is all a little much. Pankya complains. So much frivolousness. Yeah, I know you are, my lady. You're focused on the entertainment, aren't you? Mad King's Fortress. Ooh. There's an abandoned fortress in Kozaloma that was built by a Mad King, according to local legend. It was said to be an unpredictable, erratic man, of irredeemable and unmeasurable cruelties. Though the fortifications are no longer as good as they used to be, my soldiers still find it useful as an outpost at least. Lately, there are rumours that the spirit of the king and his soldiers can be seen walking around the dilapidated ramparts, even in broad daylight. While some consider this an ill omen, others note that such stories would easily frighten any foreign enemies as well. How peculiar. Looks like there's a haunting there. Every wedding banquet is host to a frankly interminable number of speeches, some long and short, some honest, some deceptive, rolling up and down the hall, punctuated every course of the feast in waves. As my turn nears, I'm left wondering, should I consider the happy couple or focus on the festivities? After all, it's easy for double meanings to get lost in the sea of words. I think you should be brief, my lady. Nobody wants to sit there listening to you go on and on. I know you're the queen, I know you're the queen. No one wants to listen to that. Fine sculptures, exotic tapestries, strange foreign flower arrangements, more festoon the banquet hall. A veritable feast for the eyes. Near my seat, both High Chieftain Sambota and Kuradata share their opinions on the decorations. Now this is what I was expecting, boomed Sambota. A venue fit for the truly grand wedding. Frankly, I find it all a little exhausting, moans Kuradata. I don't even know what's a seat and what's a decorative sculpture. Yeah, leave them to it, my lady. You don't need to be involved in that nonsense. Sight, taste, touch, smell, even sound. No human sense is left untouched by the scale and grandeur of the evening's food. A fabulous melee of art and fare. Near my seat, both Prabhu Thugni and Bumdigon share their opinions about the spread. Another course, thrilled Thumki. Bye, hey Griever. It never ends. This is wonderful. My, it certainly is bustling, Bumdigon complains. I barely get a chance to taste each dish. A slower pace wouldn't go amiss. Just enjoy your food, my lady. Just leave them to their fight. You don't need to worry about it. Inspiration realized. My lady, my beneficiary Trika gestures me over to an object covered in fabric, with a wide grin on her face. I have toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. She whips the covering off, and my eyes grow wide as I see what's hidden beneath. A chest of very fine craftsmanship. It is constructed from oak planks. The wood has been varnished to give it a rich, dark shine. That's lovely. And what does it do for you? Court grandeur bonus +2, piety plus 0.3 a month. Nice. The pleading gaze I receive from my acquaintance shipping is taking on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner she has hidden all evening, and the walls are hindering her escape. I think my acquaintance would act in such a way. My lady, help her out. I think she needs it. Distract them, the converging guests. You gain a favour hook. Okay. It feels like I've been eating, drinking, mingling, dancing and singing for days. Soon the celebrations will wind down and the spouses will retire to their private chambers for the consumption of the wedding. Or consummation, rather, of the wedding. For us who remain, though, let's pour another drink and toast to the spouses. It's time. One after the other, all guests are leaving. It's time for me to depart too. The wedding was a great occasion to mingle with my peers and relax. I abandoned the premises, tired and satisfied, sending my best wishes to the spouses for a prosperous and happy union. Congratulations again! Grand wedding has concluded. All right. Well done. That was a beautiful wedding, wasn't it? You're not employing a court physician, my lady. Maybe you should think about doing that. Travel of travels to come. Journeying through Kitol, I pass a peculiar-looking tent, splayed open with its yet more peculiar-looking occupant inside. Come in, O mighty queen. I can tell you have many miles to go, and I can offer a reading of your future. Yes, go ahead, take him all upon that, and kill him if he gives a bad one, or she gives a bad one. Bad omen! Put them to the sword. A duel demanded. An imposing man is standing on the road ahead of us. I, Namcho of Kozaloma, have bested dozens of women in combat. And honestly, all those fights were dull, so here I am on this road, looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I will become a valuable and loyal servant, and so, on this day, I demand to meet one of you in fair combat. I don't think anyone's up to that fight, to be honest, my lady, so just trample them. You don't need them. My old caravan master may shed his mortal coil when he died of old age. It behooves me to choose someone else to lead my caravan. There is only one in my entourage who would take up the mantle, my champion Poe. A local name, Techno. He's already in your entourage, so make Poe the one. '100 martial lifestyle, good. Arrival, at long last I'm finally home. There is nothing better than arriving back in Kozaloma after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onward. My caravan master Poe reports that we have travelled 343 days and traversed 13 baronies. My cultural ambassador has a chance to spread acceptance for the Sunpa. Well done. By another man, I have agonized over it and the signs are clear. I'm with child. Will you stop? It's Gecko again, isn't it? I mean, something's really going to go off you, you know, my lady. I know he's your lover, but you could take a few precautions. Try and cover it up. It'll probably come out, unfortunately. Sneaking suspicion. You haven't gotten yourself pregnant by another man, have you? No! Why would I do that? My husband eyes me carefully. You do know that would be almost as bad for you as lying to me, do you not? He smiles. Alright, tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. You can afford to do that, I think. I mean, he's only the king as is your husband, that's all. Now, he knows. Yes, Gecko is the father. I was left with no choice but to confess. At least it is only my husband who knows. At least it is for now. Who knows what he's going to do? Vaninera, can you be any good at... No. Helgi, can you be any good at... No. Scene of Garkung would be a really good one. Bingjing is the one. Bingjing is the one who needs to be employed somewhere. You can't put them there for a while yet. And she's garbage at everything else. Well, if you put her in there, you don't like it, but you're swaying her, so that'll be okay. And I think you'll be okay with a low quality. With a low quality spy master for now. What's going into your court, my lady? Court aspects. Oh yes. Court grandeur. You can't change your court grandeur, my lady? Apparently not. Caesar's triumph. While studying the tactics of ancient generals, I was amused to learn of Julius Caesar's exploits during his conquest of Gaul. During his siege of Alesia, Caesar determined that direct assault on the well-fortified city would be too costly. He instead ordered his army build his own fortress, which surrounded the entire city, trapping the enemy garrison inside to starve, while simultaneously preventing reinforcements from relieving the defenders. Yes, I do believe a little ingenuity goes a long way in a siege, my lady. I think you're right on that one. And you've got a new martial perk. Calm Garkung down. My daughter, I've given birth to a beautiful little daughter. She comes into the world blissfully unaware of the secret I must keep. I fear what would happen if someone found out my lover Gecko is the true father. Oh, child, what will you name? Torme, why not? Because I think it's going to be tormenting for her to go through what she's got to go through. What? How? Why? There's never a quiet moment. My son and heir, Nobu, is so full of questions. I do my best to encourage his curiosity, but sometimes I cannot help but get exhausted by the constant stream of thoughts and inquiries. Convert Axay, it'll take 7 years, unfortunately. Now. You have almost 3,000 people, my lady. Take the county. You would have to have 250. At Namring. Too many allies, my lady. You could subjugate him. You could conquer his county. And he has no allies, my lady. But I think that's something you should think about next time, my lady. For now, you've had a good wedding. And you've attended an even better one. You've got a husband, you've got children. I think things are going well for you, my lady. So, very well, friends. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe if you want to help the channel grow. And I'll see you next time.